Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ami. I am a family and psychiatric nurse practitioner. On this channel, I make videos about nursing. I talk about mental health. I do hair tutorial videos. I make videos about financial tips and my journey to financial freedom. If these are topics that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. So earlier on today, I made a video about my resources that I use for my board exams and stuff to help me pass my PMHNP or my psychiatric board exams. So I wanted to create a video because I remember, so this was from my FNP program a few years back. After I graduated, it was kind of one of those things where you almost feel lost. It's like, okay, what do I do? How do I register for my exam? What do I do moving forward? So I kind of wanted to share with you guys what my experiences has been like for this particular program at Liberty University. What did I do after graduation? How do you go about scheduling for your board exam? And just to make sure that, you know, you have your ducks in a row. So one of the things that when at the end of the program for Liberty University, they had a form. Its abbreviation is VOA, is Verification of Education. So this is a form that you complete. So you go in and fill out your information, and then we send it to the professor that was in charge of that class, which is our final class. And then what would happen is that the school will fill out their own portion, and then they're going to send that to ANCC, which is a certifying body or where you'll be taking your exam. And for the PMHNP students, that will be the only option that you have. For the FNP, you usually have the AANP to take your board exam or the ANCC. So for PMHNP, that's it. That's all you got, okay? And so that's a form that's very, very important for you to make sure you complete, and then your school is going to do the rest of it and send it to the ANCC. And then the other steps that you have to do is that make sure that for the for Liberty University, we had to fill out a form. And then I email it to the kid, either fax it or email it to the school, but that is for your official transcript. So you want to make sure that you finish your program and that your degree is actually conferred. I think that's the word is, which means that you're pretty much done. You're good to go. And then that's at that time, the school would then send your transcript to the ANCC. So the ANCC needs your official transcript, okay? You can send your unofficial transcript when you're filling out the application with ANCC, but eventually they will need your official transcript from the school, okay? So those are things that, two major things that you need to make sure you get done. And then also there's some paperwork that the school has to get done. They will do it on their end, and then additional paperwork, they will send it to ANCC as well. Another third thing that you have to do is you have to go to the ANCC's website and fill out the application for you to be able to take board exam, okay? So it's going to be, for mine is the PMHNP across lifespan and stuff. That's the one that I register for because my program deals with, you know, across lifespan, okay? And then that's the application process. I believe when I was filling out the application, it was about, I think, $300, I believe. But there was like, I got a coupon code and I was able to cut like almost $90 off of my application. And it brought it down to like $200 and something or something like that. So that was really nice. So that's a fee that you're going to have to, you know, figure out a way to pay, okay? And when you fill out the application, it's pretty straightforward. Honestly, it's pretty easy. You just put in your information, your education, and things like that. For my program, since it was a postmaster's degree program, they needed my a transcript also from the school that I went to previously for my FNP, because what happens is, as a postmaster's for a postmaster's degree, usually by the time you get to the program, you've already completed your 3 Ps, which is your physical assessment, your pharmacology, and your pathophysiology. So for me, I'd already completed that for my FNP program, so they needed that transcript from my previous school. So you're gonna have to go to either that school, and if you went to Liberty as well for that, that makes it a little bit easier, but you're gonna need your other transcript from your previous school. So I had to get my transcript from, I went to North Dakota State University, for my FNP doctorate program. So I had to go there and get that transcript as well. It was pretty easy. I just went into their website and then type in official transcript, and they walked me through the process, and I think it was like $7 or something like that to order the transcript. So that was another thing. They can either email it to them, to ANCC, or they can mail it to them. With Liberty, I had an issue with them emailing it. So they emailed it multiple times and never went through. So I asked them to mail an official copy, which they did. So those are the steps. So in terms of the application process for ANCC, go in there, put in your school information. They ask you information about your NP license, your RN license, and all that stuff. Pretty much the basic information. And that's pretty much it, guys. It was a pretty easy process to fill out the application. What happens is once you're done filling out the application, usually the ANCC will send you an email confirming that, you know, you've paid, yada, yada, yada. They'll also send you an email, and in that email, they have someone, a nurse or a person that's assigned to you for your application. And that's the person that you really want to be in contact with the whole time. And that the person that I was assigned to was super helpful. She got back to me right away and things like that. So make sure you email that person, that introduce yourself, and that person is able to keep you on the loop on where you're at with the process. After you're done, once they, for me, because Liberty was taking so long to get the official transcripts, they were able to have me schedule my exam. So they're gonna send you an ATT or an authorization to test. With that email, that's the email that there's a link that you're gonna follow, and then you're gonna go through that and schedule for your exam. So until you get that authorization to test and it has a code with it, you will not be able to register for your exam for testing, okay? So that's something that you want to pay attention to. Again, it was a little bit difficult for me to get a hold of someone on the phone, but in terms of email wise, it was pretty easy for me to keep in contact with the person that was assigned to me. And it was overall, it was a really good process, to be honest with you. So that's pretty much the entire process. Again, they were able to accept my unofficial transcript. I was able to register for my exam, a date, and then before I even took my exam, my transcript, they were able to receive it, and the person that I was assigned to emailed me back saying, hey, good to go, we receive your transcripts and this and that and the third. Because if you don't have your transcript and you go in and pass your exams, you are not going to be certified until they get those official transcripts. So that's extremely important to make sure that you get that. And then most often I will get an email anyway from ANCC stating that, hey, we received your transcript. So those are pretty much the major things. So it's making sure you fill out your verification to test, verification of education form. Your school has to fill out their own portion, mail it to ANCC. Make sure that you fill out the application and your transcript. So those are three major things that you want to keep an eye on when it comes to, after you actually graduate. The process doesn't end there. There's more things that you have to get done, but those are usually not so much of a problem. I hope this video is helpful, guys. If you have any more questions about, the application process, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions as much as I can. I also created a video on resources on how to go about not spending that much money for your board exam or for studying for your board exams. I spent about $80 or so overall. So make sure you check out that video. That's pretty much it, guys. Until next time, stay positive, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye, guys.